A relationship, I think, is like a shark, you know? It has to constantly move forward or it dies. That line from a movie Annie Hall left a strong impression on me. Rika, Erika, Takasaki and me. The four of us slip out of our dormitories, impatient and anxious as maidens sneaking out for a rendezvous with her lovers. It's not quite the middle of the night when a still rising moon looks down upon us, bathing us in a cold, eerie white light. Shining through a clear winter sky with bright light glances off a snow-covered ground. Bright and cold slices through many layers of clothes. Let's get moving before we catch a cold. Noting my agreement, I started leading us down the same route when I pretended to be with Green Hookman. After you follow a path for a while, it cuts through a forest and brings you to a corridor that connects to a club building. That's not our final destination, however. Just still being out of the wind makes a big difference. I know it's cold, but I already feel warmer. Oi. What? No words of praise for a talented person who actually got us in here. Thank you as always, Erika-san. I thank you yet again for putting your lockpicking skills to use to open the door of Mayuri Academy. Erika pops out her chest proudly, telling her Amitié that such acknowledgement is important. Wow, it's super atmospheric in here at night. Feels like a ghost might pop out at any moment. You do realise we've got Rika with us, don't you? Why do we even bother? Well, I suppose there's a reason why the haunted school stories were a staple. Shirahane must be in heaven. I gotta go with that option. Look down the corridor through impenetrable darkness ahead. I half expect to see the twins from The Shining pop out. I know! I never thought I'd get a chance to explore the school at night with you all. I'm so happy. Keep your voice down, or you're upset with Prez. Oh, so adorably scared of everything. Rika staring down at the ground in silence, realising that I shouldn't be joking around. Especially considering what we're about to do, I'll go over it and tell him I'm sorry. Okay, that is adorable, I will admit. Suddenly Rika throws her arms around me and lets out a squeal. I quickly look around and I don't see any shadowy figures in the dark. It's not like ghost stories staring at me, I think. But your hands are freezing. Let's hold hands to warm you up. All I can do is nod. I memorise the times the teachers made their patrol, so I know we won't have time to lose. Let's get moving. Viewers nodded and we move as a group towards the place where my Amity partner learned of Sion Basket. The heavy darkness has heightened my senses. A sound from behind makes me look back, and everyone looks curiously in the same direction. It's a shelf with disgusting butterfly specimens. And here we are. This is a room at Rika Hanabishi. My precious Amity partner told us was where she learned of Sion Basket. Sion Basket was a woman. Originally I simply made the assumption that Sion was Sister Basket's adopted father. Now, a clearer picture of the person behind the name is emerging. The specimen room, Miss Midori Karasamori. The teacher who once sought to learn the seven mysteries, to use Bloody Mary to frame Nerine Kamikado, out of a misplaced sense of love. It was by complete coincidence that I learned about her. But actually goes over to a shelf of specimens and moves to a dried butterfly side. This is what you were telling us about. The letters about Sion basket. Seeing the letters sealed in specimen jars, and now I understand how Yatsushiro-senpai was able to find her way to a goddess of truth. She came across these jars while investigating Miss Ko's sorority, and from letters inside she learned from about Sion basket. With practiced hand, Rika picks up a jar and stops it, pulls out a rolled up sheet of paper. This is the first letter. Must have kept them as specimens because she wanted to preserve her feelings for all eternity. Be careful with them. I will. The thing I want, I will never have. The opening line of the letter almost makes me cry out. They are the very same words I've spoken to myself. I felt that same feeling so strongly when I lost Mayuri. I've been tortured by it for so long, even since before then. Sion Basquiat wrote this. The penmanship has a distinct feminine flair. I think one I'm holding in my hand was written by a girl who grappled with the exact same feelings as me. My vision narrows, holding on the page, my eyes track the delicate letters. The letter describes Sion Basquiat's emotions as she first arrived at Saint Angraecum Academy. She tells us of the anxiety she felt, wondering whether or not she would fit in. Her worry was about living in a dormitory, and though she was resolved to put a family situation behind her. Just like me. And then, meeting beneath the cherry trees washed away all her fears like a receding wave. The girl's long black hair, her pale skin, the way the moonlight shone on her perfect statuesque features, all of it seemed unreal to her. The girl's name? Was Mayuri Kohsaka. Mayuri Kohsaka. So much like Mayuri. My emotions are thrown into turmoil. Wasn't their first meeting an exact replica of mine and Mayuri's? There, in a clean, quiet specimen room, where time may as well have stopped, I feel as though I've slipped into a fairy tale. What is it? Having finished reading, I tell Erika that it's nothing and pass her first letter. Then, I pick up a second letter. The second letter details her relationship with Suoh Shirahane. Her wish came true and we were assigned to each other as Amitié partners. She talks about how Suoh enthusiastically tutored her in weaker subjects. How when we paired up for her interviewing, Suoh went out of her way to help her after her own foolish pride led to a sprained ankle. The incident caused a bond of friendship between them, and soon Suoh, who was an adept ballet dancer, began giving Sion dance lessons. With each strange coincidence, I feel more and more entered from reality. These are all things I experienced with Mayuri. And then, Sion Basquiat fell in love with Suoh Shirahane. When she writes over her bewilderment and her growling feelings for Amity partner, my chest grows tight. The thing I want, I will never have. That opening line fills me with anxiety. I can imagine where this is leading. I pick up a last specimen jar and start to read the letter it contains. Sensing something different about the choice of words and syntactic rhythm, I glance down to check the name signed at the bottom. This last letter was written by Mayuri Kohsaka. What does that mean? The other letters are all written by Sion Basket to her Amitié partner, Sayori. Only this foreign letter was written by Sayori herself. Why? Particularly ominous feeling surfaces from a tumult of emotion I'm experiencing. I continue reading. The Feast of the Assumption. The name of that event is now taboo to me now. But my lip as a name sinks into me like a cold sludge, then shaking my head to rid myself of reaction. I return my eyes to a letter. The letter tells of how Sayori wasn't chosen to play Mayuri at the feast. That role went to Sion Basket. That led to the first little tear in the themes of their relationship. However, Sion Basket was chosen over Sayori, a class president and number one in the whole terms of grades, had her whole class unsettled. At first she administered her classmate their gossip, but she goes on to admit she wasn't too pleased herself. Eventually she snapped over something trivial, and hurtful words were exchanged. She was confident about her ballet skills, but in her quest for perfection, she failed her exam. Sion passed with flying colours, and the gulf between them widened. Her writing now wavers, as though the hand that committed it to her page was shaking, her regret palpable. I knew how hard she'd worked for it, so I wasn't upset, but also realised that we'd grown too close. Because of our closeness, we couldn't stand to see the subtle cracks. I suppose the little tears looked like something else at such close range. I don't expect forgiveness, my Amity. After all, I was the one who first reached out my hands to her. Yet now, there I was, pulling out of her grip. Tears spring into my eyes. I feel Sayori's pain as she relates to how she desperately wanted to make up. The letter ends with several scrawled lines. Of course I should have faced up to her. I should have apologised and made things right. But because of my own willful stubbornness, my Amity is gone and I will never see her again. Rest in peace, my beloved Sion. When I finish reading the final letter, I'm left in a daze. All that remains within me is a sense of incomparable grief and contrition. I feel as though Sayori's soul is working through me to give me form her regret. I've been so thoroughly absorbed in my story that when Rick offers me a handkerchief, it takes me a few long moments to recognise it. Thanking her, I take the cloth and wipe my tears. She tells me that she cried when she first read the letters too. Just like me, just like us. Yes, it's like a curse. My Amity partner's words reverberate around my room, sunk into the silence as a deep ocean. Just like he says, it feels like Mayuri, Rika and I. It feels as though we led him to Saint Angraecum Academy, like moth to a flame. Though I had a lot of similarities, it's like a prophecy or something. Erika murmurs, having read letters after me. Takasaki finishes reading the last page too and wipes the corner of her eyes. But what happened at the Feast of the Assumption was different. According to his letter, Sion was chosen over Sayori. The class president but saw a soured relationship. But in our case, it was the president who was jealous, not Mayuri. Look at Rika shrinking onto herself as she takes back a handkerchief. Stop that. Sorry. Anyway, back to when we were split into pairs, so I guess it's hardly surprised there'd be some discord between partners. She's right. Up until our year, the Amity partner system was always putting girls together in pairs, which meant the duos were falling out. We had some difficult times, but maybe being a trio was actually best for us. It's a very sad story. Takasaki whispers, wiping her own tears after reading the letters. For a while, we're all quiet as though we're sending up a silent prayer for the tragic events of her past. The silence settled over me like a fine covering of dust. The last letter, the one that Sayuri wrote. Going by those last two lines, it seems like Sion passed away. I think of her name carved into a headstone at the old chapel. Here lies a little flower, pure and holy. I don't know what exactly always went down, but I wonder if a goddess of truth was already a thing. What do you mean? Is it possible that went away to a goddess of truth because she was chosen to play Mary? Those words, a chill creeps down my spine. One of my eyes over a fine letter and one off by Mayuri Kohsaka again. The letters don't mention anything about the goddess of truth. She writes only that Sion has gone to some place where she'll never see her again. There's no explicit mention of death. I feel as though the truth is right in front of me, but I still can't grasp it. The frustration has almost had me biting my nails. Grandpa was always telling me to stop doing that. Hey, look at this! Oh, look at what? You know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at the end of the episode here, guys. So I'll leave you on cliffhanger. I've got some theories, but I'll see you right next time. Until then, bye-bye.